Ah, Jesus Christ, like the 50th time I died. That's it. Nope, no more, no more. Rage quit.
Conan noobs!
Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back to more Wargame European Escalation multiplayer with Raptor and Lennon. I've been gone for a while. I know, it's been a few days, and I know you've missed me, and I've missed you too, but what I didn't miss was the Steam Summer Sale, and I hope you took advantage of some of those great offers, because this game was on sale, along with many other great games for the Cold War, strategy games, FPS, whatnot. So I'm hoping that you got it, and I hope you got it good. That's right. So anyway, welcome back. This is Hell's Highway. It is Pact versus NATO again. A Raptor and Lennon on the side of Pact down there on the right in the red, and Siegel and Caesar up in the upper left-hand corner as NATO. Now, this map is one of my biggest favorites, and it is, as most maps are, it is in the game. And it's in the missions, and it was a fun one then, and it's always fun to play, whether it's 1v1 or 2v2. It's a great map for 2v2. If I haven't explained this map before, I probably have, but as you can see, there's a highway that runs from Alpha all the way up to Hotel. It's just a long string all the way down there. It's an interesting map because there's many different ways to flank. You can go all around the forest to the left there. There's no water hazards at all. It's a good map for helicopters. It's a good map for sneaking. It's a good map just for about anything. And we're going to see it all here in this match. And this, I guess in this particular replay, as I've titled it on my computer, I've titled it Break the Line. So if that leads up to anything, or if that's, what is the word, foreboding on anything, a little bit of foreshadowing of what's to come, then so be it. So anyway, we'll look at our units then, and we'll get the camera moving as we look at what the enemy's up to. Caesar and Siegel over here setting up the Gazelles, which are always great scout units. A lot of scouts, in fact. 2 Bradleys, a Gazelle, and 2 Gazelle and 2 Bradley. Command over here being hidden, as well as an FOB at a hotel. Sultan brought out as well. A bunch of Sheratons. Bunch of M113 106 recoilless rifles, which you don't see every day. Marauders and PVADs. So those are, let's see, these are missile-based anti-aircraft missile systems, and then these are anti-aircraft artillery, basically Gatling cannon. Pretty good. 8 accuracy, but 1 HE power, but pretty good. Let's head on over and see what yours truly and Lennon are up to. Very good. A cornucopia of pain once again. Getting most of our units set up already. We have an FOB up on the hill, as well as the UAZ from yours truly, hidden back here in the woods. Nothing in the far back. No supporting artillery or anything just yet. It might come out later. Yours truly also bringing supply trucks, and also the FOB is up by this destroyed bridge here. A wide range of recon, as we have UAZ and a A.F.K. LFZ UAZ. Oh, you Germans and your tricky tongue. Conquerors, T-72s, UAZs here as well. T-64s, BTRs, multiple units of infantry from yours truly. Clearly you can tell where I'm going. If you're a pro, you can probably guess that I'm going to the left flank with all of that infantry, and with that heavy armor from Lennon, he's clearly going to go around Bravo. Now, when you're playing this map, it is imperative for Bravo to be captured by Pact and Foxtrot to be captured by NATO. It's worth a pretty good handful of points, and it gets you reinforcements that much quicker. Taking a look at the enemy, we have Gazelles doing a little bit of scouting, and it is from the same player, Siegel, but there are 2 of them, and he's going to be scouting, let's see, probably Charlie and Bravo, as that Soviet blob moves up. Command vehicles from Lennon and yours truly also moving up too, so Charlie and Bravo will be captured in just a moment. The enemy not getting to Foxtrot quite yet. Sultan, I believe, is a little slower. Actually, might be maybe a little slower. But anyway, let's take a look at what goes on here. If we hit anything or if we take any losses, this is a simply scout unit, so it won't be able to fire. But it looks like they're turning around. Charlie's been captured already, and the second Gazelle also turning around as the UAZ goes into the woods for Bravo, and it is captured as of, come on now, probably any second. Anyway, Tunguska moving up. If he stops those, Lennon will be able to take out the Gazelle. They're basically right in the death zone for both of them, so as soon as he stops that, he'll capture. BRDM2U also moving to Echo. Let's take a look at what the enemy's doing. A F.A.Q moving into the forest here. Looks like might be standard infantry, but who knows. Also being told to hold fire, so trying to be a stealthy unit. Yours truly bringing up the BTRs, opening fire on those Gazelles. Let's see if the Tunguska also did open fire on that other unit. He may have gotten them both. I at least destroyed the second one. Enemy reinforcements coming in. A lot of Marauders. 5 Marauder 1A1s with regular German infantry, Panzer Grenadiers, more than likely being brought up. Definitely a heavy anti-tank defense, as those have ATGMs. BTRs bringing up the basic BTR riflemen to fight against the German Fernspar. And looks like there's quite a firefight. BTR is now retreating. Another set of BTRs bringing up ATGMs, and the forest being covered by ATGM and regular riflemen. 10 Motor Streliki eliminated. Full retreat now from those BTRs and Motor Streliki. No need to take more losses on that. Conquer's Bad Fur Day from Lennon waiting here. Obviously there's a line now from this BRDM2U all the way across the battlefield. A little bit more of a blob over Delta, but keep in mind this is the important part of the game now. Not only have we captured Echo, but we've also denied the enemy of capturing Delta. That means that we may not be gaining a point or any points from Delta, but we've definitely stopped them from doing it. And since we have, as you can see, but we didn't know it at the time, we have more vehicles on the battlefield, that gives us the advantage. T-64 is now opening fire on the Fernspar as they retreat, being told to fire manually on that position to try to scare them out of the woods. Looks like they've moved to the corner. Let's get back to Lennon now as he's making some of his moves. BTR-80, T-80 BV opening fire on the Bradleys with its ATGM. Actually destroyed a M551A1 Sheridan. So those Sheridan have moved up a little bit, trying to get his missiles in range. Wow, 27 ATGMs on board those. T-80 having a slight advantage with a longer range, and another miss, unfortunately. Sheridan's now finally opening fire. Let's see what happens to that T-80 BV. Wow, he must have lost sight, and all of those missiles... ooh, wait a minute. Whoa, Kolos almost taken out by one of those. I'm not sure if it was aiming for that, but it was awfully close. Let's take a look back at yours truly. Motor Streliki now moving in to take out the Fernspar. They'll probably be taken out any second by that infantry and tank support. Those Marauders are also moving in. Back to Lennon as another Sheridan's missed. Cobra moving in. Conquer's Bad Fur Day and T-80s are firing ATGMs at those Sheridan Bradley mix. Cobra getting ready to fire. This is the basic that only has the rocket pods. Tunguska getting ready to fire it at that Cobra, taking it out successfully. Reinforcements being called in. M113 with more than likely Dragon troops. Perhaps Dragon 2, that's the better of the ATGM for the Americans. Sheridan's opening fire again as they're exchanging ATGM fire. This is really like a bad neighborhood gang battle now with the Uzis going on, dog. One of the most expensive drive-bys, if you will, yo. And finally taking out another Sheridan, and another missile coming awfully close to another one of those Bradleys. Sheridan's getting ready to fire again. Oh boy. Here comes those ATGMs. One of them missing and falling into the dirt, and the other one going up as Chinese fireworks. Happy New Year's, everyone. Oh, wow. Getting awfully close to some of those other vehicles, though, even though it's off course. Let's go back to the front on my side. T-64 is getting ready to engage those Marauders. ATGMs from the F.A.Q and the T-64s hitting those Marauders, also under fire. Track in the mud on one of those T-64s. It's just a matter of time until one of those T-64s gets hit, but they do have quite a bit of armor on the front, so it will be hard to destroy those. Look at that. Wow, it's just beautiful as they exchange fire. One T-64 hit, almost taking it out, down to 1 health bar. The exchange of fire. Geez, look at this. It's just incredible. Fernspar was able to hold as that infantry unit was destroyed. More the Panzer Grenadier, more of those were destroyed. Looks like T-64 is getting ready to fire once again. Ooh, man, it's quite the exchange. I'm not sure if a Marauder or a Panzer Grenadier unit will be taken out, but the Panzer Grenadiers are out of missiles now after destroying one T-64. Urals being brought up to resupply those T-64s and to refuel and refit and rearm them, and it looks like they're all out of missiles now. So it will be somewhat of a come at me bro situation, a little bit of a defense as more BTR-60 PAIs come up with infantry and more supplies to push on those Panzer Grenadiers. T-64 is getting ready to advance. Whoa, that was a little close. Let's go back to Lenin, see what's going on here. Looks like it's all quiet on the Western Front. Shturim, the Super Shroom moving up, as you will. T-72s, T-80s, UAZs. Wow, Lenin's got it locked down, baby. The only echo there is going to be the echoing screams of his enemies, and a AH-64 Apache's moving in now, more than likely to take care of these T-64s. Let's watch. Whoa, snap dog. One of those T-64s destroyed by the Apache, and his third missile is away, and another miss from the Apache. Standard Apache as well. More infantry exchanging fire. Looks like Motor Strelaki are engaging that Fernspar over here, so let's get a look at that. Wow. Very tough German unit. Cub opening fire now and hitting that Apache, almost destroying it. Another missile is away. Ooh, close, but no cigar. Will it? Oh, nope, not enough to fire a third and final missile on that Apache, not being able to take it down. Let's take another peek at Lenin. Looks like M125A1 is now opening fire. That is a light mortar unit, more than likely trying to hit the Ural trucks that may be there or infantry lingering in the rear. Fernspar finally taken out after routing from those BTRs. Finally, he does not have eyes on us in and around Delta. T-64, only one remaining after the other ones were destroyed by either ATGM fire or the Apache that was there. Apache retreating, by the way, to its FOB hidden here in the forest behind a hotel to refit, refuel, and rearm. AMX-30Bs moving over now to Gulf to reinforce against Soviet tanks that are there. AMX-30Bs being a lighter French tank, a main battle tank, and definitely dangerous, but there will be more pain coming from yours truly. Lenin bringing up more Conqueror's Bad Fur Day. Looks like those Sheridans and Bradleys are still exchanging. Of those 4 Bradleys, finally taking out that final Sheridan, rather. 4 Sheridans were there, and now 0 remain. Bradley's completely taken out. Lenin finally taking out all 6 of those units, 2 Bradley and 4 Sheridan. Here's the line. T-64 advancing on that line as it's being hit in the side by the AMX-30Bs. One taking a direct hit, and another one. Oh, wow, whoa, whoa. F.A.Q's opening fire on the AMXs as they pull back to the ridge to get out of the way of the fire. Nice hit and run there from Siegel on the right flank. Caesar here on the left, enjoying a nice salad, I believe, as he fires the 125A1 into the forest here where the Vidra and Conqueror's Bad Fur Day units are stationed. Ural truck retreating as well, making it a little bit of a pain to reinforce those units with supplies, but Lenin bringing up more Kolos and supply trucks and a Mi-26 helicopter as well. Yours truly has a Ural truck here as well. After a light exchange of fire, several units destroyed. The score is NATO at 303 and Pact at 822. Quite the advantage for us as we refit, refuel, and rearm our units who were damaged and or out of ammunition. UAZ now parked here for yours truly, just in this tree line, if you see it here. BTR-60 also moving up, peeking at all of these units, seeing what we have to contend against. And once this ring of fire is dealt with, that's all that remains until we get to hotel if we advance that far. Apache now finally landing to rearm. I'm not sure if He had it hovering over the forest, so it wasn't landing to refuel, refit, and rearm. Beginner players, remember your helicopters must be landed for them to stop consuming fuel and to refit, refuel, and rearm, whether they're at an FOB or what have you. So keep that in mind when you're playing, that your helicopters must land in an open field to unload their units or to refit or refuel or rearm or whatever you need them to do. On the left flank, we have a Cub moving up to cover the BTRs and the T-62s that have just arrived. Oh, they even have a fresh paint job. This is the new model, sunroof and all. XM satellite radio now available at a Soviet tank dealership near you. T-64s, ooh, wow, almost hit by that AMX, and finally taking it out. A little bit of revenge for those tankers, and getting ready to fire another salvo at the Marauder, which is not firing since it is critical and out of the Milan missiles there. Now retreating. Panzer Grenadiers opening fire against 20 Motor Strelaki. Not going to be able to hold, I guarantee it. And that Marauder finally destroyed. Now, the T-64s have quite a few units to engage if they like. They can take out any of those Panzer Grenadiers that they see, but they cannot see those. Motor Strelaki opening fire. And those units are taken care of, no problem. Take a peek back at Lenin just to see. More artillery coming in as he holds. We do have the advantage, so he's waiting for me to get this left flank just to see if it collapses or not. You never know if the enemy has a rush getting ready. But there is an Apache getting ready to fire another missile as the T-64s flee. Oh, and getting it up the butt from the T-64, getting it up the butt from the Hellfire. Very painful. But escaping successfully, at least one of them, into the forest. Panzer Grenadiers now getting ready to fire the ATGMs again as they've been resupplied by a Hemet. T-60 or BTR not hit by that first missile, but you can guarantee there'll be an exchange. Cub almost out of fuel, moving up to engage that Apache that's been pulled back. Let's take a look at Lenin again. Still dealing with that artillery. Conquer's bad fur day firing to open fire on that artillery. Ooh, unfortunately it hit the dirt. T-62s, just a little bit of a scratch on those. No big deal, whatever. Ooh, couple direct hits, but still, that'll buff right out. Back to the side of yours truly to some more exchange on ATGMs. Let's go back to Lenin then and see what exactly happens here. More artillery now being brought out as ATGMs are fired from the Conqueror's Bad Fur Day, trying to hit at least one of those mortar carrier units. They're continuing to fire. Not much they can do against some of these heavily armored units. They can fire continuously and provide a great shield, but they're useless against really any type of armor other than light armor and infantry. So as you can see up here at the Foxtrot defense, we have toes, dragons, knees, toes, fingers, eyeballs, everything else. You got your Pivads, your Rolands, and their command vehicles. Right over here, the Sultan hidden in the forest here. I did hear something explode. I'm not sure if it was artillery, if he did get a unit, but it looks like we're ready to end this. Raptor bringing up more T-64s. Lenin bringing up 3 Su-122-54s. Euro trucks being pulled back slightly as this left flank is almost secure. Motor Strelaki, only 14 remaining, and BTR against 1 Panzer Grenadier. Everything else has either been pulled back or destroyed. Hemet retreating there, as you can see. So now we begin the end game, ladies and gentlemen. Lenin bringing up a great assortment of BMPs, Scots, BTRs, and Su-122s, and yours truly with some more supplies that will arrive shortly, as well as T-64s on the right flank, and T-62s from Lenin on the right flank, rather. I'm on the left. Buck here as well. So we have 4 T-64s on the left flank and a lot of heavy armor on the right, as well as good support. M1, ooh, it looks like he may have gotten one. Only 2 of those firing now as the Scots and BMPs roll up. Let's watch Lenin's spear. One of those Scots destroyed, 2 of them by ATGMs. BMP's turn now. Oh my god. Taking out more of those BMPs. A lot of toes up here. Dragons and toes were able to successfully destroy at least 4 of those vehicles, but do not underestimate the Soviets. They will advance. There will not be a step backwards on the assault on Foxtrot. T-64 is advancing from the left to take out those toes, and another volley firing, destroying Nothing else. Very close, though. Very close. Mortars opening fire on the Motor Streliki. Motor Streliki were stunned and not moved at the time being. MI9 doing scouting. A lot of heavy armor in the back. That heavy armor will... Oh, and the MI9 taken out by the Marauders that were there. Not a great assault, but they forgot about the left flank. 4 T-64s virtually on defending... left flank undefended. No real defense here. T-64s will be engaged by an Apache in just a moment. As you can see, those 122 SU-122s moving up as well. Another target, another waste for the enemy. It's a cheap unit, better off destroying the T-64s, but now they're out of missile. Legion FAMAS retreating. Only a few men left there now. Toes destroyed. Chieftain tank being opened fire upon. Let's see where that is. Geez, I don't even know where he's hiding. Oh, he's right here on fire. Another direct hit from another tank for that Chieftain, taking some great fire. T-64s really hitting them hard as we look across the whole battlefield. Let's just look at this line advance. Let's look at from the view of the enemy. Motor Streliki, the Polish units, I believe. No, the Czechoslovakians advancing. The Soviets on the right flank. CCCP units, you have T-62 M1s on the left. T-64s on the right. FAMAS are retreating. More FAMAS going in. Dragon team taken out. VABs parked there. The M125A1 trying to open fire on those supply units to stop it from reinforcing the T-62s here. M113, 106 recoilless rifles are being called out. It's going to be a lot of a little bit too late, as Lenin had been building the whole time for just a real hard push. It probably wouldn't have been possible to even get this close without a variety of units. As you can see, we have a real good assortment. There's your T-64s, T-72s, T-80s, T-62 M1s, Conkers, the mobile, the UAZs, the infantry. You have your Shroom there, the Buck, the Tunguska, almost everything that they make. VABs destroyed. There's one left here, FAMAS unit opening fire on that T-64 destroyed. Geez, what's... Oh, PVADs opening fire at the T-64. Wow. Roland sitting in the back. Apache opening fire and not hitting anything, I don't think. M106 recoilless rifle getting hit. Tunguska going in, just going right in, taking out a couple of those PVADs, I believe. Let's look at the left flank. T-62s just holding there, being reinforced by Lenin, making sure that they have enough recoil, or rather ATGMs to engage those recoilless rifles there. T-72s getting ready to fire again at more than likely the Rolands. Another one hit and destroyed. Nothing left on this this flank here, completely destroyed by the T-64s that were there. Apache still opening fire. 4 Hellfires left. That's 4 chances to destroy. Left flank completely eliminated. As more units come in now, we have a total of 3 M113 106s being brought in. A real flurry of those to try to push back anything we have. Sultan now holding on for dear life as those Rolands are parked to draw the fire of the T-72s. He is deciding to pull back. Just to the edge, I believe, of that control point. T-64s picking up the slack now on that side, being defended by the Bucks. Another Cub pulling up to deal with that Apache. Golf, as you can see, has kind of been cleared as Motor Streliki is now moving to the just to the edge here to a little bit of cover. All units are under cover on that side. As we go back to our point of view, then, shall we? We see that we've basically just swamped the entire Foxtrot position. T-72s rolling in. There's only one place that Sultan could be, and it looks like Lenin found it again. He can smell those like a damn hound. He just knows. He just knows where commands are. Never question him when he throws up a flag on where the enemy might be. So anyway, that is that battle, and you can see that boy, we really held the line and pushed forward right there at the end for a real beautiful counterattack on that position. Not really a counterattack, but just an initial thrust that was actually successful. So you can see everyone's levels there. Only took 20 minutes to take that over and getting to 2,500 points. Hell's Highway was the battlefield. Some real great assortment. That cornucopia of pain, like I said, is just great because sure, you can call out T-80s all day, but you really want a flagship unit. Think of your tank fleets, or whatever you want to call them, your tank armies, as being like a flotilla. you want to have a centerpiece unit, your aircraft carrier, and you want to defend that with smaller tanks around that. So if you have two T-80s, make sure that you defend those with a lot of smaller tanks. T-62s, make sure they're fast so they can all keep up. You don't want somebody holding the advance. So that was an excellent example of anti-tank and tank warfare. To counter tanks, you just need enough ATGMs, and if you can't do it, then you must abandon a position and continue to punish the enemy if you see them building up. So never let your enemy do that, and really good lesson here for a lot of you beginners on playing with those tanks and armored vehicles like that. So anyway, to wrap it up then, I'd like to ask you guys to continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Really, we're getting a lot of subscribers now. Really great to see a lot of friends and fans of the channel now wanting to play other games as well, so that's going to bring you more great content. I couldn't be happier. Just couldn't. In fact, can you hear my smile? I think you could. So anyway, enough crappy jokes. So yes, please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to look at all the other videos. Plenty of other replays of everything else. Go check it out. There's also the single player for this game, as well as other games, Men of War, and a couple of Minecraft videos from before for the 200 party. So go check it out. Little quick things. Who cares? Just enjoy it. So anyway, until next time, friends and fans, this is Raptor reminding you to keep your password and that pimp hand strong, baby. Oh, yes.